Fingers. Oh, hello everybody. I'm Mamie B,
And I'm Allie 3.
and this is We're Just Saying.
Episode We Don't Really Care Anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Because we're so high up
Um,
there, it just doesn't really
yeah,
matter anymore. Oh, I'm
exactly.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
over
have my
here
mouth.
like,
Hmm.
yeah, you have a nice Napa stash. I couldn't find something awesome enough, and I found this. It's like more of a Mario.
I made this like within
I
2
know, I
seconds.
hate
You could
you.
tell, like, seriously, it's made with crayon.
You don't have a permanent marker?
I do, but I didn't want to get high, like
Oh,
you.
I know, dude.
Oh, yours.
Yeah,
Oh,
this thing
Lord.
is pretty. You can still smell the permanent marker.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so pretty much what we're going to touch on today is, well, we have quite a few topics to talk about today. We first, obviously, we introduce ourselves. I'm pretty sure you guys have a clue of who we are by now.
Yeah.
If you don't, we do this. We try to do this as much as we can. It hasn't been very. We haven't been very active as far as podcast goes for a while now, but we're gonna try to. We try to be as productive in the community as we possibly can, especially with everything as far as the BBDN goes and the. I'm sorry, my husband's being really obnoxious right now. Seriously.
It's all right. It's okay.
Okay, no, he's just like, he likes to make faces at me and tries to get me to, like, break concentration. Anyway, so we try to do the BBDN as well as the awards and stuff, too. So, with that being said, I think we really want to, maybe do you want to talk about the plagiarism?
Oh, yes. We're not going to name names because that's not what we're all about. But a couple months ago, I don't know who saw it, who didn't. Doesn't really matter. But we just really need to. What is he doing to you?
I don't know. I threw my pen at him.
Oh, that's nice.
I think he was flashing me his butt.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's nice. That's cool. That's all good. Anyway, there was a popular story going around fanfiction.net and other fanfiction sites, and someone had messaged me. Actually, I got many PMs via fanfiction regarding a story that coincidentally I was reading and thought it was like the most coolest story ever, and come to find out it was plagiarized word for word. The only thing that was changed were the names of the characters. She changed it to, he or she changed it to Bulma and Vegeta. Since we're a big, huge community of writers, we took offense to that. Plagiarism is not cool. It's kind of a big no-no. So we had to take action, and so I'm sure 99.9% of you all know that plagiarism is bad. But we did have to ban a few people because of this whole issue. So if anybody has any questions, concerns, if they think that we didn't, I don't know, if you guys have any questions at all about it, just, message myself or Mally or
And
any
you're
of
going
our
to have
mods.
to, by the way, you're going to have to read the question and answer. I can't see it on my iPad,
Okay,
unfortunately.
no worries.
So, but also I want to add as well, I don't care what kind of information it is that you're using or being inspired by. Taking something word for word from a book, paper, or what have you, that is not acceptable in any light of life. I don't care where you are, if you're in school, if you're at your work. That is plagiarism, and that is just looked down upon. God, I can't even.
Yeah.
You can be kicked out, fired. It's terrible. You're taking somebody else's work.
Well,
So,
you could also get into some legal trouble too.
oh, exactly. You could
Yeah.
be sued. So
And-
pretty much, we just don't. The thing is that what bothered us the most was that the fans were very, very persistent. They there was quite a few people who actually were going after us and just saying stuff about, our decision to block this girl, which is, I would do it for anybody, really. I would do it for everyone who, if someone did something to, to take your work or whatever, I would make sure that everything in our power, we would try to help you guys out to get this person brought to justice. But it's just kind of like one of those things where, we get that you like a certain story or whatever, but if this person is plagiarizing, we are going to direct you in the correct direction. And if you choose to go down that path where you are supporting this person and their ideas, we don't necessarily want that in our community. We just want to stress that it is a very serious offense when you are associated with those who are plagiarizing, supporting those who are plagiarizing, or plagiarizing yourself. And we just are not going to stand for it in our community. That's not what we stand for. And we just want to lightly just remind those of you who are coming into our community, we will not stand for it. And we would really appreciate it if you respected those writers that you're seeing now, as well as authors who are published. You just need to respect their stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of discussion, I guess you could say, because she said that it inspired her, which is nice. I have I guess you could say it's popular. A lot of people have read it. I based this fiction after a movie called Grosse Point Blank. I used the idea, but I grew from that idea. So it's not like it was word for word this movie, and it didn't really follow the plot. But I used that idea, and I wrote a completely different fiction. If that makes sense. She was confusing that for, it inspired me, so I'm just going to rewrite this story word for word, where when inspiration hits you, you get this idea and then you go off into a different direction where I don't know. No,
I get what you're saying. You can be inspired by something. There's a lot of things out there. For God's sakes, 50 Shades of Grey is a huge example of that. They were inspired by characters, but they wrote something completely original. So, so it's just kind of like, one of those things where there are so many things out there that are inspired. For God's sake, look at how many vampire stories there are out there. Yeah. There was Bram Stoker. He started out with the Dracula, and then we just kind of, people branched off from that. Werewolves, they branched off. You know what I'm saying? Zombies, for God's sakes. There's just so many things, but you have to come up with your own ideas, and I don't want to continue too much with.
No, we don't want to beat a dead horse. It what is done is done, and we just wanted to remind all you that that this will happen if we see anything else plagiarized. It's a huge, and honestly, you may not know it, but there's a lot of plagiarized work out there. And thankfully, we don't really have to deal with it in our fandom and in our community, but it did happen, and there you go. That's all we'll talk about it. You'll probably never hear about this subject again unless it comes up in a different matter. But we just wanted to remind our new members and our old members that this is why it happened, and let's not do that.
Yes, in the nicest way possible. We are very nice people, and you know what? I believe in giving people chances to kind of change their tunes. If it doesn't work, then I'm sorry, goodbye. You're not coming back. So, okay, and next we're going to move on. That's that's the only bad part of our conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So, pretty much what I wanted to discuss also, this is just a very small reminder. I have the BVDN is coming up on March 22nd, which is a Sunday night. I'm trying to remember what time I put it at. I know it's in the evening. Hopefully those of you who are available for, I think it's around 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, United States. Excuse me. I think that if you guys are able to go, you should definitely try it. What it is like, I don't know if anybody is new here that is viewing for the first time, but pretty much if you haven't attended the BVDN, I give out word prompts, and you have to come up with 100 words in order to kind of write a small story, or you can use, like, because there's 10 of them, so you're going to be maybe making a small story with each 100-word prompt and slowly building up to something, or you can have a mini story for each one. It just depends on what you want. It has to be 100 words, so obviously, you know, give or take, if you go over a little bit, I'm not going to poke you, but it's really fun. It really, you can add it to any of your stories. If you're stuck on a story, it can kind of help you sometimes branch out a little bit, or get some ideas for a story you might want to write or whatever. It's so much fun. But I really want you guys to try to make it if you can. It's 22nd of March again on a Sunday. Also, I wanted to talk about the awards that I've been talking about for the past, like, freaking forever. Crystal is actually going to be getting the page up and running, and that way you guys will have the submission page. Submission page is still up, I believe, but she'll have that up and going, and then we will have the actual, okay, so pretty much I came up with the categories here, so.
And there's less.
The categories that I've come. Yes,
right?
There's less, because people were saying, that you needed to. Okay, well, here's my thing on it. Okay, for cannons and 3-year fics, I barely had anybody vote for anybody. For anyone. There was, like, nothing coming in. So it was so hard to find cannons, and I mean, it's very difficult, especially now that a majority of the canon works and a majority of the 3-year fictions, there's very little of those anymore. You see a lot of AUs. Like, it's just like, you know, I think we've just been burnt out on the not necessarily the canon, but definitely the 3-year, because I barely got any 3-year. I got pretty much the same amount of canon as I did the 3-year. Which that kind of bothered me. I was like, geez, you know, there's nothing coming in.
Because everybody's tired. Like, the 3-year fics, I mean, I think everybody's just tired of them.
And I mean, they're good. I like the oldies, but it's like,
yeah,
you know,
like, definitely. But
there's only so many ways. I guess there's only so many ways you can really do it without being like, you know, like, what was it? Someone was saying, like, he's always running around in spandex and he's in the gravity machine yelling at her, and you know, it's just like, you know, it's the same freaking shit over and over again. He comes from far off, goes to Earth. She lives with him. I mean, he lives with her, and then they argue, fight. He's in spandex all the time, taking a shower or fighting or eating, and then, oh, look, now they're banging, and then it's like, oh, there's Trunks. It's just kind of like, you know, this, like, repeating thing. I mean, obviously there's some really good ones out there, but the thing is, like, there's only so many ways you can really do it without it being like, this doesn't seem like this could be happening right now. So I pretty much kept those ones out for now because I felt like those were kind of hard. But I had last time best Bulma and Vegeta, best Bulma portrayal, best Vegeta portrayal. This one I'm gonna have the best characterization, and that could be either or, Bulma or Vegeta. It just depends. It's pretty much whatever you feel like. That way we have quite a few for that. I'm probably going to extend the time that you guys are able to read, and I know it's very hard. There's really going to be no time to read every single one of them. That's just kind of how it works. You're just going to have to base it off of what you know, what you like, and stuff like that. And I know that's terrible to say, but sometimes it's just people, we can't really, I mean, for God's sakes, I can't really spend 2 months doing this, because by that time it'll be almost close enough for the next one to come. After I'm all said and done, I'm only going to have a couple months to just really, like, recuperate from it. And let me tell you, this is a stressful process. So, we're going to have best alternate universe, best characterization, best dark fic, best inks, best humor. Guys, I know that you really wanted that one. And then best one-shot. Fan art, what I'm doing for that is the best AU. You have a lot of art out there that is completely outside the realm of canon. So I really like for people to get out there, look at what there is out there. I see a lot of holiday fan art too. Best holiday I think would be really good too. It doesn't matter what holiday it is. It could be any. Best humor, and then best Bulma and Vegeta. And by that I mean it could have just Bulma in it. It could have just Vegeta in it, or it can have both. So just pretty much anything you want. I did see the best. I don't even know how you pronounce that. The comic, pretty much, version of it. But the thing is, I don't really know very many comics that are.
There's
really,
a couple
other than,
out there. There's a couple out
yeah,
there.
but there's only a couple of them that I've known, really. And I mean, like,
give me 5 seconds. My door just opened. My dog just opened the damn door. Hold on,
no.
okay?
Okay. No worries. Also, I don't know if if anyone's watching right now and is able to get on the community. There are a couple people who are actually private messaging me at the moment, and since I'm in a podcast, I am not going to be able to really just message them. Can anyone please get on the community, please, and direct people to the right place, because I can't really be responding.
What's going on? What am I missing?
Hold on. Well, Trina's trying to get on.
I explained on
I know. I'm telling her right now. I know. I just told her right now. Okay, cool. Anyway, so those are the categories right now. They are bound to maybe change a little bit depending on because I'm probably going to be planning on doing this the next couple of weeks. It's kind of hard because I should have done it this week because I was on spring break, so it's just kind of like.
You were on spring break?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's just really
weird. It was freaking awesome, but it went by way too fast.
Well, yeah, but it was just weird. Like, our spring break, well, for my kids at least, isn't until, like, the end of the month.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people's are, actually. But, like, for the college that I go to right now, I have spring break now, and then the community college in our area goes next week. So it's just kind of like, it just depends, really.
It's kind of like that here, too, in California, because we have such a not hard, but I guess you could say a reputation for our colleges here. So if it's an actual spring break, I don't know, 911 calls go up. So they stagger them out so people can't get into a lot of trouble. Or, I don't know. That just doesn't make sense, but that's how they do it. So.
Yeah, well, hey, I guess hopefully maybe it works. I don't know.
I have no idea. Whatever.
Okay, so I was wondering, what should we talk about first? Dragon Ball Z movie, Revival of F, or Light of Hope?
I'm thinking Light of Hope. Let's talk about that bad boy.
All right.
Real quick,
Let's see what I have down here. Do you have your little thingy up? Because I did my
I do. I have my little thingy up, and I don't know if people know or not, but Melly and I were handpicked to help with this movie, and not like making it. We weren't actors or anything, but for their trailers and for the pilot episode. Also, we actually had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. We were unable to talk about it, tell anybody what we saw, anything like that until the trailers and the episodes were released. So we got to watch the episode way before everybody else. We got to pick it apart, tear it apart, critique it, tell them, this is what we didn't like about it, this is what we liked it, can you add a little more key there, this sounds off on this, on this minute, we did that, and it's pretty cool. I had such bad luck, and I think those who have been on the community for a while noticed that I was gone, and I literally got that link I don't know, 7 hours after one of my family members died, who was really, really close to me. So I kind of watched it. I don't remember. I don't remember what the hell happened in that episode. I did watch it after they released it. I did put in some notes for them, but honestly, from what I remember, it looked fucking badass. Oh, disclaimer, we cuss in this podcast, but I'm thrilled. Like, the direction that they're going, they're amazing. The actors, I think we've said this so many times, but everywhere from, like, the crew to the actors, just the director and the scriptwriter, they're all fans, and so you can tell, like, the quality of this film and what they put into it. You could really tell that they're very passionate, and they are really trying to get Hollywood's attention with this project. They really want it to.
It's over 9 million.
I know. Congratulations to them, because I really do hope that they're catching someone's attention, because and again, if you guys have watched the podcast, in the past, they all know how I feel about Dragon Ball Evolution. I want to go stab people in the eye.
But it's so funny because whenever it's on, she has like this intense need to watch it.
I do.
She, like,
and it's a train wreck.
Like someone's taking her and like wrapping her around, like tying her and threatening her life. Like, you better freaking watch this. And like I could see her little eye things like on her eyelids, like holding them open. She's like, no. Shut it up.
Exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. I swear to God, it's like it's always on, and I can't help but not, like, I have to watch it, and it's not because I enjoy the damn movie. It's because I'm like,
it's bad, but it's just kind of like, I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z. We kind of get excited for that kind of stuff, but
we do.
Not saying that we're excited for it. But
the point is that they ruined the franchise. Fox did. So Robot Underdog is, reviving it. I really hope that they really they get some funding to actually make an actual, like, motion picture. That would be fucking amazeballs, because we need a redo in the worst way possible.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when we first started watching The Light of Hope, I was really excited about it because, like, they gave us, like, the trailer before it was released, and I just remember feeling, like, super freaking special, like, oh my God!
Yeah.
I get to watch it! You and I were, like, texting each other, like, back and forth. Yeah, like, oh. Like that all the time, and it was so awesome to kind of see that, and you could kind of tell, like, they kept on telling us, like, oh, make sure you really look at it, really tear it apart. They gave us the okay to do that, and the thing was, like, the trailer was really good. We noticed a few things here and there, like, but they fixed them really well. Like, when the first, in the trailer you see the Super Saiyan transformation on Gohan's part.
I know, you and I ripped that apart.
Well, it was because they didn't have the yellow orange aura around him. Yeah. Like, there was like I was like, you need, like, okay, when a person goes Super Saiyan, when a Saiyan goes Super Saiyan, you gotta have like rubble just coming up and breaking up the earth. Like, you need to be able to feel like that energy is just, like, really intense, really radiating, and it just wasn't. Right. I was like, you need electricity flowing through that shit. You need this right now. Like this, right now. I'm going to break my damn thing. Anyway, so
Sylvia is putting in her 2 cents. She says the actors for Gohan and 17 were great. You could really tell that they loved DBZ. Yes. It's very true.
Yeah, I liked it. Yep, I thought so too. I really love 17. Like, it was perfect. And then the one who played 18, she looked the part perfectly. I mean, okay, now I'm going to say this one thing. Obviously this is not a Hollywood production. They're not, like, the acting was a little, but that didn't really take away. The one thing I was very, very pleased about was the fighting. Oh, my God. The fighting combos, that was amazing. Yeah. Like, I was just kind of like, oh my God, I got the chills. Like, seriously, I'm getting it right now, like, talking about it. But it was so awesome. Like, I was so fangirling. I'm sitting there, like, with the biggest smile on my face as I was, like, watching this. And I'm like, oh my God. And it was so funny because I shared it with a lot of the guys who got me into Dragon Ball Z way back in the day when I started this crap. So I shared it with them. I said, you guys need to fucking watch this. one of them was like, "Oh my freaking god, I think I'm gonna die. I think I turned back into a 13-year-old boy." And they were just like, he was just so excited because like now a lot of the guys that I hung out with, they're all like married, they have kids, they don't really talk about Dragon Ball Z anymore, but it was just kind of got them pumped for Dragon Ball Z, and they were sharing it, and they were just kind of going crazy with it. But it was just like, it's really interesting because what they did is, even though it's not like, like, it's not something that's going to win an Oscar or something, but it just shows that they really have a lot of passion towards this, and it really showed. And like, even though they didn't have as much funding, these people are talented.
Oh my God,
these people know what they want. These people know what they need to do. They know Dragon Ball Z. They know, and it's just like, it was so great. I loved it. I love little Trunks. He was so cute, wasn't he?
He was the best.
Oh
he was
my God.
like I just wanted to pick him up and like pinch his little cheeks.
I know.
His hair and
like, here, wear this hat. It's a little spiky.
Yeah.
Now
I am quite excited to see Future Trunks because Future Trunks, they released photos of him. If you guys don't, you should really follow Robot Underdog on Facebook because they post a lot of cool stuff. It's not all Dragon Ball Z stuff. They actually get like insider scoops on like the new Avengers movie, and they're pretty much like how I find out about like new movies that are coming up. They're like, holy shit! Like, I found out. Okay, this is not DBZ related, but there's going to be a new Masters of the Universe movie. Hello, there's like He-Man and She-Ra back there. Okay, so I'm like a huge fan. As a matter of fact, I am halfway through my She-Ra cosplay. I'm working with Warble and all this shit. I want to kill myself. But yes, I'm so excited about that. And they found out, and yes. So anywho, they've got connections. These people do have connections. You could tell. So you should follow them. They do post stuff about their Light of Hope. Future Trunks is pretty effing hot. I'm just gonna say it.
Is he like the blue-eyed guy? Which I think is kind of funny because like the kid is like brown-eyed.
Yeah, right.
Clearly. And then he's gonna change like 2 shades lighter, and he's gonna have blue eyes, and you're just kind of like. Now, did you kill the old Trunks and then swap him out for a new kid?
Yeah, what's up? What's up with that?
You smuggled in a wrong Trunks.
Well, and here's my prediction, because this is, I believe, a 3-parter, right? It's a 3-part miniseries, or web series, or what I want to call it.
I want more Vegeta, dude.
Okay, see, this is my prediction, is that I'm really hoping that Vegeta will make an appearance, only because why would they have Future Trunks in this? Like, because, I mean, spoilers, the pilot episode shows Bulma fooling around with her time machine. So I'm really hoping that the 3rd episode, even if it's like, 30 seconds long, it's him in the time machine coming back to the alternative, to the timeline or whatever, and you see Vegeta. Even if it's just a glance of him, I want Vegeta in there. I don't know how many effing times, whenever we got our links and to tear apart the trailers or the episode, I was like, more Vegeta, where's Vegeta? Like, hello, Vegeta.
Didn't you see that, though? The pilot, the one they sent to us before they actually released the episode, they did not talk about Vegeta once in that, by the way.
And you know what?
The second time, when they released it, they put Vegeta in there. They never had that before. There was a lot of stuff that I did not see before.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I'm like, well, why wouldn't you put that in the pilot release when you gave it to us?
Yeah.
And then after I watched it, I was like, I don't remember seeing that.
I think it's because,
what was my father like? I don't remember him saying that, ever.
Yeah, no. I think they added a few things in because I think they wanted to keep... I don't think they wanted to really ruin... I mean, we got 14 minutes of it, but they took a little bit out. I think it's because they were still editing those parts.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. I don't know.
All I know is that I was really super excited about that.
Sylvia, I can't read all of yours, but she's losing her mind over Light of Hope because it's her most favorite DBZ thing. I agree. These people are pretty much amazing, so I agree, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Trina,
And I really like that though. I love the Trunks saga. And you know what? And I let them know I'm using this as like a hammer. I'm sorry. I'm gonna break it. Okay. So I was super, super excited about this because the thing is that they need to understand that Trunks is the way that he is because he lost pretty much everything. And when Gohan pointed out something very, very crucial in this, he says, in order for you to like grow, you need to first lose someone or lose something and understand that feeling. Like, he's lost everybody. So Trunks, he lost his father, but he didn't really lose his father because he never really knew him. But he had this longing. He had this longing to know his father, to know what his family was like, because he didn't really have that family unit. He had his mom, but the thing was is he was curious, like, well, who was his dad? Who made him the way he was? He wanted to know that. And that longing was there, and it's always been there. And I just think that if they left Vegeta out, they would be making a really huge mistake.
I think so too, and I'm really hoping that if Light of Hope is successful, which it kind of already is. I mean, if they got over 9 million
Oh, it is so successful. People are going nuts.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they will actually do another one that you'll actually see, like, Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, Tien,
like everyone.
That'd be pretty amazing. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that, because, they have funders, and it's really important to share and just keep on sharing. Like, seriously, every time they release an episode, share your heart out, because the more shares and views and likes that they get, it shows that their funders, the people that give them money, that it's worth it. It's worth giving them the money to make this. And, obviously the more money they get, the more quality they'll make it. But
exactly.
I'm quite excited about it. I can't wait until we see the second episode.
Exactly.
And it took me a while. I don't know if it took you a while, but, like, it took me a few times to start, like, ripping stuff apart. I kept on going back to, oh my god, this is like a flame review. Like,
did you ever
watch a flame review?
I know. I hated leaving this one part, though, because I was so upset, because when I first saw it, I was like, no, I can't believe I found this, because I was so mad, because it was so exciting, and then I kept on just thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I can't be thinking about that, because I need to focus on what's going on. What had happened was there was a part in there where 17 blows this guy's head off, right? Blood splatters up at his face. He wipes it. And it was, and then all of a sudden, Gohan hits him, and he flies, and then all of a sudden, nothing on his face. And I was like, no! I was like, why would you do that? That's a huge mistake. So I was, like, freaking out about that. But, I mean, like, I understand they can't really do anything to fix that at the moment, and they didn't. They couldn't. But
well, I mean, it was all done.
Yeah, so I was like, that's a huge mistake. But I try to rationalize it in my mind, like, well, the energy from the blah, blah, blah. And oh, my God, Jesus, here I am. Like, matter-of-factly over here, like, my little Dragon Ball Z nerdy concepts in my mind. It's retarded. So,
no, I'm really happy. I'm really happy about it, so I can't wait. And there's still, like, there's 2 other separate projects going on. I think please tell me if this is wrong. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look when we're done with this. But that other project, it's gosh darn it, I can't remember the name of it. But I want to say they're from Norway or France. But they're making a movie too. About Trunks, future Trunks, and that one looks kind of cool too. It looks pretty badass. Gosh, I can't remember the name. I'm gonna have to post it. It's been floating around the community, and then our the other one, the Frieza saga. It's pretty much a long trailer. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Is that the K&K Productions?
K&K Productions. That's what it is. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I have not seen very much about them lately, which is kind of making me a little nervous. But I'm really interested to see how they're going to do the Frieza. That is for sure.
Did you not see? They released? They unveiled the Frieza because it's all CGI. Mm-hmm. And little Kurubo, am I saying his name right? He voices Frieza. Okay. He looks scary, which is good because, I mean, Frieza is scary.
I that was the only Dragon Ball Z dream I've ever had, but I had it when Frieza was over the planet, which was kind of scary. You know, like, you don't really have... He was the one, like, villain that I've always had this, like... Because, you know, he was, like, one of the first ones that I really got introduced to when I was watching Dragon Ball Z.
Sylvia said it's the Fall of Man, which it is. Not K Productions, but...
the other one, okay.
The other one. Yeah, they're pretty badass. You if you're not following them on Facebook, you should. They don't update as often as Robot Underdogs, like, once every, like, 3 or 4 months, but... it looks pretty badass, too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thanks,
definitely.
Sylvia, for letting us know.
I really knew. Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. Okay. So this is going to bring me to the next thing, which I know everyone is really excited about, and I swear to God, I cannot freaking wait till I go see this in theaters, which is going to be so long from now, and it's going to be so hard for me. And you know what? I'm so envious right now because my husband's cousin, him and his wife right now are stationed in Japan, and they are looking and like just getting a ton of like Dragon Ball Z stuff. They're just like talking about they're always posting stuff that have Dragon Ball Z in the picture, and I'm just over here like green with envy, like I fucking hate you guys. I'm like, can you just like fly me out there on your military discount or something? Because I want to go out there. But you know, it's going to be coming out next month in Japan, so I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't it next month?
Yeah, I think I want to say it is. Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait because
for it to be subbed and all that good stuff. But you know what? I'm okay with that because I don't really care much for the. I mean, I don't mind. Okay, usually the way I prefer my anime and stuff is English subbed. I like the Japanese voices usually.
I don't.
And the thing is,
I don't.
See, I can't watch Naruto. I watch Naruto. I cannot watch that, and cannot watch that in English. Their voices sound ridiculous. I cannot watch Inuyasha really in English because their voices are. I don't know. It's just weird to me. So the only anime that I actually would prefer English over is Dragon Ball Z. Because I don't know what it is, but Goku's screaming. I mean,
oh my God! Well, he's a woman.
Yeah, he's a woman. But the thing is that his voice. I don't know. It's bad.
Christopher Sabat will be Vegeta forever and ever, and he's like the best Vegeta voice in the history of Vegeta voices. So I don't mind waiting.
Yeah, I don't either. And you know what? I'm super excited about this revival of F. Like, I am just dying right now. And the thing is when I watched the trailer for it, it really, I don't know what it is, but people are going kind of crazy because they said that Vegeta was shown with, like, Frieza's minions. Like, what is this all about? What?
I don't know, but
I heard that.
I heard that. Okay, so this is the speculation that's going around the interwebs. Goku is either wounded badly, where he can't fight, and Vegeta turns into Super Saiyan God. And then there's another rumor saying that Goku actually turns evil in this one. And you're going to have to excuse me for a second because my kids are trying to get into my room.
Okay, we'll wait.
Give me 3 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
That was literally like almost 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know. That's how I roll.
Okay, so anyway, back to it.
So yeah, some people are saying that Goku is he somehow turns evil, but I'm pretty sure it's Vegeta's time because that's what I'm reading. And Nancy, if you're watching, I know you'll find out for us, but this is what I hear. It's gonna be a movie where Vegeta is in the spotlight in this movie.
They're throwing us a bone, finally. Fucking Akira Toriyama.
And I really do think that Akira Toriyama is actually, I don't know, like, okay, the last movie, Battle of Gods, total fan service in that movie. Like, I was like, yes, because of the whole, like, Vegeta and, you know, Bulma getting hit and he goes crazy and it's like, yes, this is amazing.
I like how he calls her my Bulma.
My Bulma,
like,
yeah.
Like my woman.
Yeah.
Really
And so I really do think that since he has taken back his baby, Dragon Ball Z, I really do think that the man listens to his fans, and I'm very happy and I'm so excited because, I mean, I saw this movie with my 7-year-old daughter, and she, like, oh my God, she loved it, and she's so excited. She's actually, like, counting down when we get to see it next, and I can't wait. And it's so awesome. If you haven't seen it in the movie theater, you have to see this next one in the movie theater. It's, like, the best ever to be, like, surrounded by all these fans, because that's all who's in there are, like, super diehard fans, and it's awesome. The energy's awesome, and, like, the clapping and, like, yelling, and it's awesome.
No, it's awesome, and it's so funny because, like, I enjoy the movie, not only the movie, but I enjoy how uncomfortable my husband is surrounded by all these Dragon Ball Z goers, because he's just sitting there, like, looking around, like,
what is going on?
Like, he's like,
these people?
He's like, these people are, like, laughing over stuff I don't even understand. I was like, yeah, well, you know what? And it's funny because, you know what? He'll actually watch Dragon Ball Z with me. Like, he's not usually the kind of guy to, like, really watch that kind of stuff, but he actually does not mind from time to time to watch that stuff, which is, it's nice. I mean, the thing is that, you know, he's actually willing to go with me, which really makes me excited because, like, you know, when, when I first started watching Dragon Ball Z, it was probably in, like, seventh or eighth grade, and you know, I was very self-conscious about my likes and stuff because, you know, you have that fear of people in school judging you, which they did because people in school were just assholes. So obviously, you know, you weren't just, like, you know, going up to the top of the nearest mountaintop and just screaming it out for everyone to hear, like, I love Dragon Ball Z! Yeah, okay, everybody. Yeah, so there was no way. So I kind of, you know, kept to myself, and now that I actually have someone who actually doesn't mind, and I don't give a shit no more, hell, I don't care. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be that mom that goes with her kids. I don't care. You know, I'm gonna go till I'm old and gray. So I don't care. That doesn't bother me. I like what I like. So I'm just super excited about this. I really hope that since the first movie did so well here, they're going to actually stick it in movie theaters again, because I think that would be just fabulous. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about as far as Frieza goes, I remember when it was first coming out, the actual, like, release about the new movie coming out, and that it's going to have Frieza in it. It was so funny because I have a guy friend who actually really likes Dragon Ball Z, and I told him about it, and he was just like, wait, Frieza is going to be coming back. How the hell does that make sense? Like, you know, and this says that it's set 14 years after the Trunks saga. So I saw that somewhere. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw that and I was like, how is that possible? I mean, it explains why Krillin is bald, but it just makes me wonder, like, what the hell is going on here? This world is on crack. I'm confused.
After Trunks. Okay, so I'm a little rusty. So after Trunks, there's Cell. Mm-hmm. After Cell, there's Boo.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
There's the androids. There's the androids, then there's Cell, then there's Boo.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So.
But Trunks was.
Is this before Boo?
I don't know. I'm confused. That's what I'm saying.
See, and you know what? Here's another thing that I was thinking about last night. I think he's changing the timeline a little, because if you remember Battle of Gods, what's her name? Videl was just newly pregnant with Pan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bulla, or Bra, I refuse to call her Bra, Bulla was not born yet.
Yeah, no.
And in, like, Dragon Ball Z, not GT, that abomination, but at the end of Dragon Ball Z, Bulla was already born. Pan was just a little itty-bitty baby. So obviously he's changing stuff up. So, who knows?
That's why I read it somewhere. That's why I was kind of like, wait, how is this, like, where? But the thing is that he did say something about how he's going to stop at nothing until Goku and Trunks are both dead. So I can only imagine, like, I wonder how old Trunks is going to be.
Okay, so Sylvia said, she says, so this happens after Boo. Basically, Trunks would be 14 during the movie. Boo happened when he was 7.
Okay, yeah, we knew. Yeah, I knew about that one. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes a little bit more sense to me. So, yeah, so he's going to be in his teens. He's probably going to have no freaking idea what this guy has anything, like, any, ill will towards him.
Yeah, right?
It's really interesting to see. And it's so funny because at the very end of Dragon Ball Z, you see them kind of more of the teen, like, I don't really care, I know what I'm doing, I'm an adult, you guys just don't trust me kind of an attitude, They're like, oh, I don't want to go training, why do I have to go participate, this sucks, kind of a thing. So it was just kind of funny because they're kind of like those regular teenage boys, they just want to go have fun. They don't really want to do what their parents want them to do, kind of a thing. So it's going to be kind of interesting. I want to see if Trunks is going to kind of flex his muscles a little bit and see if he still has that power level. Unfortunately, in Dragon Ball Z.
I want to see more Trunks in this. I want to see more Trunks, and I definitely want to see more Vegeta. Yeah. So we will see. Jessica said that she wonders if there's going to be they're going to be doing something similar to what they did in Red Dragon, where his minions wish him back. That could probably be.
What was that?
She says that she's wondering if they're going to be doing something similar to what they did in Red Dragon, where his minions wish him back. That makes sense. I'm sure. Well,
there's tons of them, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You see all those minions.
Gosh, yeah. It's like, yeah. So
there had to have been somebody that was out there in the world that was left behind. I mean, my God, when he came to planet, what is it called? Went to Namek. He only had a few followers. I mean, he had the Ginyu Force and stuff, but it wasn't like his whole entire fleet, And you knew this man was this creature was actually, like, he had so much power. People feared him all over the galaxy, the universe, whatever, what have you, the universe, the galaxy, whatever. He was known as pretty much this, like, this tyrant, and that's what we've always gotten from him, was that he had so much power. His minions traveled all over the galaxy to different universes all over the place. So, I mean, they had a lot of connections. Frieza had a lot of connections. So, I mean, for only, like, a small group to be killed, it doesn't mean that there's no one out there who can follow him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that makes sense. I can see that happening.
Yeah, I agree. And I think this is a good segue for our next topic, which everybody was getting really excited about, the headcanon.
Yes.
So, guys, I know you guys
go ahead and give us some headcanons you wish to discuss.
Yeah, seriously, I'm going to clear the board, guys. We love you, but we couldn't get to them all. I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. I want to hear your guys' headcanons because I think everybody has different ones. We all have, like, the same ones, but I think we all have that, like, belief or wish of what things could have been. And I think this is a kind of an exciting topic because, I mean, just the possibilities are endless, especially with that whole 3 years. I mean, I think that's why it really is. And, the possibilities are freaking endless when it comes to those 3
can I throw
years.
this out there? I'm going to throw something out in the middle of the pit for everyone to just eat up if you want. Okay, I saw this on Stupid Doodle's Tumblr, where I don't know if it was her or what, because I don't really get Tumblr sometimes, I swear to God. I'm Tumblr retarded, guys, leave me alone, okay?
And I'm just old, I just
I can just scroll,
I just go on there to see the pictures.
Like, ooh, that's funny.
I'll put a heart on that one.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
I like that
What's next? Okay. So, I don't know. It's bad. So, pretty much what I saw on there was that they said that Trunks is gay. And all Saiyans are bisexual because they have sex with everything, really. I mean,
I can see that.
Look at Tarbell. He's, like, married to a turnip.
Yeah, she's like asexual. Looks like she's. Is she? Is she? Is she? He?
So,
I don't know.
they're like, I don't know, what is that term for someone who doesn't care gender or whatever the hell it
I
is?
don't know. I
They
can't
just
keep
fall in
up
love.
with it. Yeah.
That's kind of like
whoever.
what it made me feel like was what they were going at, was like saying, I mean, for God's sakes, if you do think about it, I mean, they did all like decide to go with a human being. I mean, that was pretty much all they had. I mean, I don't really blame them, but it's just kind of like one of those things where it's kind of funny because it's like now you think about it, you're like, yeah, you're right. I mean, they do have all these people, and I mean, they're forming relationships with both. It could be possible. I don't know. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying anything.
You know what, though? I don't know what it is, but I love stories and, like, the fan arts, too, that show Raditz gay. He's, like, the perfect gay man. I think it's or something.
No, not in my... Well, you know how I have him in my story. My unconventional love.
No, he just seems like a good friend. Like, he's like,
oh my God, he is. Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. I can see Trunks being gay, though. I can totally see that. I know.
Too, and I'm totally cool with that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
You know what's funny is, like, you just think of, like, Trunks and Goten or something.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Sylvia
Vegeta.
Said, yeah, well, Vegeta seems like more of a manly man, you know?
No, well, Vegeta yelling at, like, Goku, like, your fucking son, dude. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Sylvia says a pansexual is attracted to basically any type of human being. Okay.
There you go. Oh, any type of human being, or? Oh.
Well, I mean, I think that could be a little flexible in this conversation, though.
Yeah. So pretty much that's what I saw on this Tumblr page. So I thought that was it humored me a little bit. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah. Trina says that Vegeta's redemption was through the love of his future son Trunks. I can agree with that. I could agree the change was then.
Well, that is what kind of pulled him out of it, though. That's his family. That was his family. Like, Bulma could have been his family. Yeah, obviously he would have always thought of her as something. But he had a family. That's what changed him. And that's what he was so mad about, was because I think he loved his family so much, and he did. And it just angered him because that's just not who he was. His heart was not like that, you know? And he had lived for so long in this, like, constant, like, negativity. And then all of a sudden, now I have a family, and I love them.
Yeah, and it makes sense with the whole Boo saga. That imagine Vegeta, and, like, he's so fucking pissed off that he lets himself, be that whole chestnut. So
yeah, I know. Freaking Majin.
Jessica says headcanon. Raditz is a freak.
Is a freak? Like freak? Like tying up and
freaking dicky. I don't know. I'm gonna assume
whipping and pulling hair and all that good stuff.
He's the Christian Grey of Saiyans.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, can I side note? Okay, it's fucking 80 degrees here in Folsom, California. It's hot. Okay, I'm burning up.
I wish it was 80 degrees here. Somebody get me out of here right now. Please.
I'm dying over here.
Like, I know. You know what?
My hair is too thick. I can't put it up. I'm dying.
Oh, my God. Okay, the poor children over here in Illinois are frozen, okay? So you might want to...
You know what? I'll take that over this. This is ridiculous. Okay, anyway.
Moving on.
Sylvia's like saying in the streets, but a freak in the bed. Yeah.
Oh my God, Sylvia, you're so funny. Yeah, no, seriously. I don't know. God, I'm trying to think of some other ones that I saw. I had some...
Hold on, I have it up. Hold on. I do. Hold on.
Oh, the divorced... divorced AU. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that little post from Subadoom Doodles where she was all
yeah,
she said something about, like...
I can smell
her sulfur or something. And I started laughing so hard because he's like, she's still my mom, dad. You do realize that? It's like, he just had like the stink face, like, ugh, here she comes.
Yeah.
Here she comes to wreck my day.
There's Jesus. Okay, let's see. Headcannons. All Saiyans are fine. Broly is the father of Trunks.
Because of how he looked in Cell Saga, where he got really, like, he just looked like him. It was weird because it was like a weird. Did you see the explanation behind that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's on the community. Someone posted something about, it was like alternate universe. It was way over, guys, way over the head. Okay, let's just put it that way. Oh, this one was really good. Tights and Vegeta. Tights being Bulma's sister. He wonders how Tights wonders if Tights knows about him since she was a part of the Galactic Patrol, and she went to space with is it Jaco?
Jaco.
Okay. So yeah, since she went into space and she was part of the Galactic Patrol, does Vegeta have this, like, does he think that she might know about his past since she was aware of all those negative, those people out there? You wonder if she did know about him.
Can I just say that I really don't like the idea of having Bulma having, like, an older sister. I feel
I don't know why they did that.
I feel like there would be competition between the two, and it just makes it messy. In my perfect Bulma
well, obviously
world,
this person or whatever. Well, they said something also about how she didn't like that. What if Tights was more like that one, that like the girl that just did not care to have the spotlight, how Bulma was. So she kind of kept away. She was more of like the scientific one, like their dad, and so she stayed away, and that's why she didn't really get into like a lot of it. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe because she seems like she's complete opposite. I mean, she has blonde hair. She has the the eyes like their dad. So it's just kind of like she looks just completely different than Bulma. Bulma is like the pretty, like, oh, I'm the funny, pretty, witty little blue-haired thing or whatever. God knows where it was. Dr. Breeze. But I mean, it's just kind of like they just look complete opposites.
Yeah. Okay, so we're starting to get headcanons in. Okay, so here's one from Sylvia. It says, headcanon. Trunks actually has a strong, stubborn streak because of who his parents are. Yes, this includes Mira Trunks. Yeah, I can see that. Hold on. Someone's knocking at the door. Give me a second. They're here. Open the door for them. Don't come in here. Sorry.
It's
Damn
okay.
kids. Swear to God. Okay, here's
Wear
another one.
condoms. I'm just kidding.
Because they're 7 and 5. Come on.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. That was mean. I was just kidding. No, kids are a blessing. I think so. I mean, I cannot wait to have children. That's just me. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Next one. This is from Trina. Headcanon Vegeta would have been wished to Earth if Bulma had made her wish to the Dragon Balls for the perfect boyfriend.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, perfect boyfriend. That's actually a good fic. The Mistaken Wish, I think I want to say. Mistaken Wish. That's what it's about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No. Okay.
No, I have not. I have not read that.
Okay, cool. It's good. It's cute.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And Jessica blames Catman for her view of Raditz because of vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Mhm.
Good one. Let's see. Oh, too bad nobody told Vegeta to wear a condom.
Who said that?
Sylvia.
Hey, well, that how Team 4-Star actually came up with how their contacts between each other. This is exactly what happened. You know what it was? The fuck's a condom.
No idea. Did you wear protection? Yes, I wore my armor.
He's like, no, you're supposed to wear a condom. The fuck's a condom?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was like, that is exactly how it happened. I'm serious. That is exactly how it happened. That's just how it happened.
I'm sure.
Well, you know what? It does make sense though, because I mean, he's an alien. He doesn't have a freaking clue.
Yeah. It makes sense. We're getting all these interruptions in this podcast. It's not even funny.
I know.
It's too funny.
He wants a glass of chocolate milk. Go and get some, Jesus. He doesn't want to be seen.
Oh, that's nice.
Go get him. Sorry, guys.
It's
This is
okay.
terrible.
You know, it sucks. Okay, so side note again. So I planned this. Well, I didn't plan it. I requested this time with Mally because I'm like, okay, my husband's going to be home to watch the kids. He usually keeps the kids away. Well, of course, my husband, like, gets the worst work day ever. He's not even home yet. He left at 5 a.m. this morning. Okay, 8:15 at night. He's not home yet.
Wow.
So, you know, thankfully my sister-in-law is here. She brought dinner for the kids, and so she's hanging out with them. That's why I had to leave. I'm like, don't come in here. I'll lock the door and stuff like that. But this always happens when we do a podcast.
I know. Oh my God, like that one time when you were changing a diaper. That was the best thing ever. I did not even know you did that. I was like, wow, you're really good at that.
That is skill.
She didn't even have to make eye contact with a child. She just had to be like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think that was episode, like, the third episode in.
Yeah, no, it was. It was so early on. Early on. That was a while ago, dude. Oh my gosh.
That was 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Year and a half?
Yeah. No, it's like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's very crazy. Insane. Do you have any headcanons of yourself that you believe?
Okay, that's a good one. Well, I really like the one about how, you know, the whole tights thing, because I'm kind of interested. I have not really read anything about tights, so I don't really know. It's just the names. These names kill me. I think it would be interesting to learn about her, but from her being in, you know, the Galactic Patrol, you'd like to know if maybe, like, if someone would write maybe a snippet of, like, what if they did meet for some whatever reason. And then, you know, she finds out that her sister is, you know, seeing this Saiyan guy that she heard so much about and that she's seen so much crazy shit go down because of them. You know, that'd be really interesting to you know what I'm saying? Like, you could write a damn good fan fiction on that.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of turmoil and stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah.
With that one. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
I think it'd be kind of cool. I wish someone write it.
No.
Write it.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I write such alternative universe stuff that I don't really...
I don't have cannons, really. I mean...
I don't. I'm just kind of fly by the seat of my pants, you know? I love other people's headcanons. I'm like, yes, I can see that happening, yes.
I guess one of my headcanons was that obviously Frieza made Vegeta do some terrible things. And I mean, not necessarily like rape or anything like that, but I just think that, you know, he was a tyrant. He was a guy who liked to, like, mentally juke people, and it was just kind of like, I just feel like he did some terrible things to kind of bend his will just to see how far you could push him. I think that's just the kind of guy Frieza was, and I think that he had a terrible, terrible upbringing. I can't even imagine, like, what he did, because we don't know anything about his, like, childhood. And when I've read some pretty decent fan fiction on his youth, and it was interesting. And it's like, you know, there's some really heart-wrenching scenes where people draw it out for you, and it's really good. Like, they're really good, and they have a lot of detail, and it's just kind of like, it's like, God, I feel like this could actually be a part of it. If Vegeta had his own book, this is exactly what would have in it. But that's like one of my headcanons for sure, is that Frieza was this tyrant guy who really did like to torment Vegeta and the Saiyans for some reason. But it was just like... that's totally believable too. Yeah. With
Frieza. Sylvia has one. She says, she mentioned this on the post on the community earlier, but Bulma knows pretty much everything going on with her family, but she will sometimes play dumb to let her kids make their own mistakes because she knows they're stubborn like her.
I like that one actually a lot.
Yeah.
That is very believable because, like, I mean, if you just think about it though, because like I remember when I was younger and the way that I used to act and the way that I thought that I was right on pretty much everything. You know, growing up, you didn't want to listen to your parents, right?
No.
You knew what was okay. You knew, but your parents.
I'm 31 and I still don't want to listen to my parents. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, no, but I mean, it's more like when you have your own kids and you're older, you feel like, okay, well, you know, I made some stupid mistakes. You kind of have to let them be stupid and kind of fall down into their hole and let them get a taste of their own medicine.
Right.
Just so they can really understand it, because the thing is that they know from what they've experienced in their life that they're not going to listen to you no matter how many times you tell them, you know. So you know from previous experience that they're probably not going to listen to you. So you do certain things in order to kind of like, so that they don't get to them, you know.
Right.
Just to kind of, I guess, outsmart them a little bit. I think she could probably do that.
I really do like Stupid Dude Doodle's headcanon of Vegeta's mom.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Yes.
I love it. Like, I could sit, like, I don't know. I love it. I love how she draws her. I love the explanation. And I don't know if you read it or not, but someone had said on the Tumblr feed, like, what if, I know I'm saying her name wrong. It's Batarunga. Does that sound right? I don't know. Please don't hate me. But
no, it's okay.
Anyway, we'll just call her Vegeta's mom. Somehow survived, and she's alive, and she finds out where Vegeta is, and she comes crashing to Earth, and she finds Vegeta, and they start beating the shit out of each other, and they're all happy and stuff like that. It's just was so funny how she explained it all, and I don't know. I really want to read something about her now because it's so perfect and it explains him so well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, Jessica has a headcanon. It says, my headcanon on Bulma and Vegeta as parents. Bulma is the strict one, the disciplinarian, whereas Vegeta is more chill, but I get the impression that his kids are way more scared of him even if he doesn't say a word. I can see that.
Dads are always usually like that, though. Like, I swear to God, I remember my dad would just give me the frickin' look, and I'd be like,
oh, yeah.
Like, oh, my God. We're all die.
Yeah, my husband, all he has to do is say one of my kids' name, and they'll, crumple to the floor. And, it's why can't I have that special power?
Yeah, I don't get it either. It drives me nuts. Mom, and get away from Mom. Shut up, Mom.
Yeah.
It's wait till your father gets home.
Yeah.
No, please, I will do anything. Swear. I will be the best child in the world. I remember my uncle used to be able to pinch my cousin in the back of the neck, and they would shush, 2 seconds. Just pinch, one little tiny pinch, and that was it. Or a snap of the finger and point. Grip. Yep.
Ooh, yeah, the point was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I would just get the point. Ooh. Trina's headcanon says, Trunks helped Vegeta and Bulma to become a family, and Bra helped Vegeta to learn to embrace and show affection.
I think Bulma kind of helps with that, though.
I think so, too. I at least it's what I want to believe.
Because you know what, the thing was is that even in the Boo Saga, she showed this different side of her, you know, where she was just so shocked that he actually changed back into this evil thing, you know, because that's not how he was, obviously, at home.
No.
That's not.
And I don't know why, but I don't know why nobody talks about this scene. Excuse me a second. Close the door. Now. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I don't know
Good
why.
Parenting.
Woo! Yeah, right there.
Good job. Good job.
I gave her the point too.
Good job, Mom.
There's a scene in the Boo Saga where I forgot who tells. I think it's Goku. Goku tells Bulma that Vegeta dies, and she just completely just loses her mind, and she falls, and Yamcha catches her and stuff. I don't know why people don't talk about that scene because it's a really cool. I mean, it's a sad scene, but it's a cool scene. And then there's another, and then it kind of coincides with this scene is that, you know, when she was turned into chocolate and she's eaten and she's dead, and Goku and Vegeta are fighting, and Vegeta kind of wants to just give up, and Goku's like, you can't, Bulma's dead, you have to fight for her, and he kind of like, that snaps him out of it, and he kind of reacts to that. So I'll try to, I know it's on YouTube, I'll post it on the community, but I'm surprised nobody really talks about that and uses that more in their fictions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, it's small little, like,
they use
thing.
The one, I've seen a lot of that one where she says, like, you know how she just kind of like, you could see her kind of she has like she just looks really concentrated, and she just looks really sad, and like someone's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I don't know, I just have this feeling.
Oh yeah, that feeling, something bad is happening.
Yes. So it's like she knew from the beginning. Yeah. It was like I don't know. She's very intuitive. Of course, that was what struck a lot of people because they started the whole like the mating ritual crap.
Yeah, they bonded. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, not saying that's not right. I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. The myth, the legend, the bond.
The man.
The man. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, I think, the headcannons, that's just, I love it. I
do too. They're so much fun when they're drawn out.
Oh my God! Yeah, let me say something really quick. Can I just tell you? And I'm sure everybody else reacted the same way. But when I saw that Stupid Doom Doodles joined our little community, I just about I don't know. I was like, she found us! Woohoo! I'm just so excited, and she's active, and I just love her work, and I'm so excited she got a new job, which is awesome. Congratulations to her, and I don't know, I just love her style, and the selfish part of me just really hopes that she finds time to still update, even though she has this new amazing job, but I'm like, oh.
I know. Yeah, she said that she's not going to be very active, but she said that she really is going to try, which is really nice. She seems very nice. She's very down-to-earth person. She's hilarious. Oh, yeah. So it's just kind of like
she's very sweet. Mm-hmm. And you know what? That chick knows how to. Okay, whoever's on their Tumblr, you get people. It's the internet. We got a lot of keyboard warriors going on anywhere you go, and obviously there's a lot on her Tumblr. The way she handles those people is like, bravo, woman.
I know.
I'm just like, yes.
Oh my God. Her gifts kill me. Like,
oh my God, they're the best.
My husband used to just converse with people in just straight gifs, and then when I happened to see them all over her Tumblr, kind of just reignited this interest. I gotta do this. And then you and I, every single time I message you, I can sometimes have a whole entire conversation in just gifs.
I know.
And it's so funny.
What we're talking about too.
I know, and it's so funny because I'm just sitting there on the one end just laughing and looking at my phone. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like an evil scientist. It's so funny. Oh my God, I love it.
I just love that she'll if it's a particularly nasty ass comment towards her, she'll just reply in this GIF, and it just this is amazing. This is the best effing thing ever. So I'm glad that she's part of our community, and I'm really happy to have her because she's pretty amazing. So, yeah.
I'm really happy with how many members we've gained in the past, few short weeks anyway. What the heck is this sudden burst coming from?
We have. I know. Every day I look on here, it's we gained 3 or 4 more. Oh, crap, 3 or 4 more. And we actually have a lot of dudes on here, too, like you said. That's pretty amazing. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why I was really excited because I saw somebody actually, this one guy who had just joined, he actually writes stuff for the fandom. He just started writing it. So I'm really interested to see exactly what hopefully we can get more guys to join the community and actually
don't be afraid.
Podcast.
We would like to have some guys on the podcast get their view on things.
And we'd also please post your stuff. We're not a judgmental group at all. And that's what I think a lot of people do get kind of nervous about because they're afraid that people are going to judge them or people are going to say something. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anybody in this community act out maliciously like that.
No.
Like, if they don't like something, they tend to not say anything, and that's just kind of how it goes. If you don't like it, don't talk about it. It's fine, whatever. Yeah. Everybody has their likes, everybody has their dislikes. So pretty much I just feel like don't be nervous. Just post it. We love new people writing about this fandom, especially if it's a guy's concern. Oh, okay.
I just wanted to put it on.
Oh, I was like, nose goes.
Okay, so I don't think we even said anything about these. So for those new people who have, are you okay? Did it attack you?
I think I got a page of a splinter.
Oh, that's super. For those who don't understand why we have our Napa stashes and our regular stashes is because for every 100 members we do something silly. Like the first 100 we did Vegeta Drag Queens, which was awesome. And then our 200, I don't think we did anything for our 200.
No, we did something for our 300.
We did Blue Wig Special for our 300, and so for our 400, since everybody wanted us to do Napa stashes, we weren't about to draw that shit on, so we did this.
I don't have anything to draw it on anyway. Unless I was going to use, I threw my permanent marker, but if I was going to draw it, it would have been the permanent marker, and Lord knows I have to work tomorrow, so coming in with a mustache, they'd be like,
what are you doing?
You had a lot of fun last night.
Yeah.
I feel so ridiculous for the thing.
So can I just, it's nerd related.
Okay.
I know we got a lot of community members, blah. Convention goers, I'm actually going to a crap ton of conventions starting next month. I'm going to many Wizard Worlds, and I'm going to a Big WoW, which is in San Jose. It's all mainly California. So if anybody's going to any California conventions, let me know. I'd love to meet you. I'll be cosplaying as Evil She-Ra. And I know half of you guys don't know who She-Ra is because I'm an 80s child. So, yeah, I don't know. I just would really like to meet y'all because I know, I think it was Natalie. She was at, I want to say it was Sac Anime. She was there, and we didn't really get to stop and meet, but it'd be really cool to meet some of you guys if you guys are in California. So just let me know, because I'd like to meet y'all. There's something else I was going to say, but I totally forgot. Was there any other announcements that we need to?
No, other than that, like we pretty much talked about everything that we really wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
We talked about I'm just going to go over this again. Obviously, we talked about the BVDN, which is going to be in March 22nd at 7 p.m. That's exactly what it is. 7 p.m. on March 22nd. I'm going to actually be posting an event for that here soon. I've been meaning to do it, but I just haven't, and I'm so sorry.
I'll be doing the BVDN too. Yeah, we talked about that.
Mm-hmm. We talked about the awards. I let you guys know on what the categories. If you don't necessarily like a certain category, please let me know. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm up for suggestions. The fan art, the comics. I need to get a little bit more. Like, if someone could please give me a good amount of links where the people have. It has been since I think it's going to be 2012 this year. 2012, 15. It has to be 3 years, within 3 years. So this year it's going to be, I think, 2012, because I think the last one was 2011. I have to go through it again. But either way, it has to be like within a certain time period. I will have the specifics soon, but we cannot. Uh-oh, I think I dropped.
I'm back. I is back. Can you see me? Yes? No? Maybe?
Hello?
Hello?
Did you drop?
I did.
Oh my god, I was like, ah!
She's done!
No! Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm up for suggestions, so pretty much that's it, okay? So if you guys can find me some good comics that are somewhat relatively new, I don't mind. If you can give me a good amount of those, then I will consider it. But for right now, I don't see very many, and it kind of, like the whole canon and 3-year ones, I didn't get very many submissions, so it's kind of hard to do those sometimes.
They get pretty hard to find. I only know of, like, maybe 1 or 2 comics, like Bulma's Tale.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember the other one. I don't know.
Well, the Lovers or whatever the heck it is.
Oh, yeah. You know what? She hasn't has she? I haven't been on DeviantArt in, like, ever. Pink Lovers?
She hasn't updated in a while.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But I'm trying to think of anything else that we need to let our community members know. I think we went over
if
everything.
Anybody or anyone knows about a community that would be willing to do a wonderful banner for our community, we would totally be so indebted to you. Please. If anybody knows anybody.
We want to kind of keep it up to date.
And we want something that's more of, like, it's going to be Bulma and Vegeta, and then we want our logo on it. And that's pretty much all we're going to have as far as that goes. We want it simple, but, like, nice. Something that could really, but you got to take into consideration, too, the shape of our community banner. It also needs to maybe become, like, we need to incorporate that into a banner so that we can have the Bulma and Vegeta as our actual, like, profile picture on our community, and then we can somehow get the Bulma and Vegeta with We're Just Saying as our banner on YouTube. That way it can kind of match both ways, but something that'll fit both. So if anybody knows anybody or anybody is willing to do that, I would totally love that. We would love you forever. We're just really trying to do that for right now, since we got a new banner for Natural Lovers, so...
Yeah. We need to update our side, so that'd be cool.
Yes. So pretty much all that. We went through the headcanons. We talked a little bit about a light of hope. Pretty much everything is great. We cannot wait for the Dragon Ball Z movie, Revival of F. We are hoping soon in the future to get Stupid Doom Doodles on here. She was almost on this podcast, but something came up, obviously. She wasn't able to, and also she lives in France, so it's kind of hard for a time zone. She's about to move to Malaysia
in, like, the next 2 weeks, so she's a bit busy.
Yeah.
The next podcast, we're hoping, before, I have to just say this before we sign off, and Mally probably thinks I'm a broken record, but I just want to make sure people know that people probably haven't even known, well, they probably have, but anyway, I'm probably being too modest, but I did take a bit of a sabbatical from our beautiful community. I was kind of in the background. I kind of watched, but I had to take a step back. There's a lot going on in my little life that I didn't have time. So poor little Mally, she was running it by herself. But now that things have calmed down on my side, I'm going to be way more active, just like, when we first started this whole thing. So, and Mally and I had talked about doing more things, different things with the podcast. So hopefully we could start doing what we had planned to do originally, like, moving forward with that, shaking things up a bit with the podcast. The community is running quite smoothly. I mean, we're getting a lot of more action. Like you said, we get more members on the daily now, which is nice. So we're doing BBDNs. We have ongoing challenges, and any suggestions from our community members or viewers, if you want to see more things, just let us know, and we'll try to make it happen. But yeah, so I just thought I should say that I think that hopefully our next podcast will be a bit different. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in. Yeah. There you go.
Yep, and I think that's pretty much all that we have for tonight, guys. So,
Yeah.
if there is anything that you guys want to discuss about the podcast tonight, you may do so we're going to post it to the community. So you guys can go ahead and talk away about the upcoming movie, Light of Hope. Make sure you show them some love over there on their Google Plus account, on their YouTube account. Also, please come and join the BBDN. If you have any suggestions as far as the awards go, please discuss them with me. I do not mind. I love hearing from you guys. Email me whenever. The email, you know my email if you haven't already. It's we're just saying nominations at gmail.com, and that's unfortunately WERE. I can't put the little apostrophe in there for obvious reasons, but I try
We're
the best I can.
just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, so please do keep talking about this stuff. We really would like, if you have any information you'd like to share to the community at any time, please do so. We would love to hear new stuff about Dragon Ball Z. Anything that has to do with Dragon Ball Z, really, we appreciate it. Yes, this is strictly a BV community usually, but all the TBZ characters are so important to us. So go right ahead.
Yes. So on that note, I am May B.
And I'm Allie 3.
And we'll see you next time, guys. See ya.